Hi everyone, I just wanted to take a moment to walk you through the course and some of the main features where you're going to need to find resources to complete every week's assignments. So this is the homepage, and as soon as this recording is done, it'll be added to this homepage. In terms of the tabs at the top, the most important things you're going to be using here are the course schedule tab and the discussion key. So under course schedule, I just wanted to point out that every session is actually half of a week. So it goes from Monday to Thursday and then from Thursday to Sunday, just due to the fact that there are 2 topics per week, and so I divided it up into sessions for each topic. So here's an example one with culture. So for example, every week, every session has a guiding question. That's what we're going to be looking at for that week, and then or for that session. And then there's going to be clear assignments underneath about what you're going to need to do that assignment. So when you link to session 1, you're actually going to be linking to our Google community where you're going to be doing a discussion post or a different activity. So I'm going to click here so that you can just take a second to look at this. So this is for week 1, session 1. And you're going to look at what I have linked as the question for today and for this session, and this is about culture. You need to do the readings indicated in the syllabus and on that page, and then you're going to actually answer the questions right here in the Google community. Please make sure that you read the directions before you complete it. So you're going to need to answer the questions. You're going to not reply to my post here, but you're going to create a new post of your own. Just read this direction and make sure that you're actually doing 2 separate posts. For question 1, one post, for question 2, another post, and then you're going to respond to the posts of at least 2 other students. So that's kind of the directions for how you're going to complete the session 1 assignment. So this is a key place where you're going to find kind of everything that we're going to be doing. This is where you can find what we're doing all 10 sessions of this 6-week course. Another place where you want to make sure that you are familiar with is in About the Course. Really, the best way to use this page is just to link to the syllabus. So the course syllabus, which is linked as a Google Doc, is where you can find all the information that you need about the course. This is a key quote that's also found on the Google Plus community. When those who have the power to name and socially construct reality choose not to see or hear you, whether you are dark-skinned, old, disabled, female, or speak with a different accent or dialects than theirs, when someone with the authority of a teacher describes the world and you are not in it, there is a moment of psychic disequilibrium as if you looked in the mirror and saw nothing. And that's by the poet Adrienne Rich. That is kind of the guiding frame of the course in the idea that culture and language are key pieces of a person's identity, and that we need to make sure that we're really familiar with and understand the backgrounds and kind of intersecting cultural identities of our students. So we're going to talk more about that intersection later this week. But it's really important that we understand the theory behind culture, the theory behind language, so that we can understand our students better, and make sure that everything that we do represents some piece of where they come from. In the syllabus, there's several just typical sections that you would find in a syllabus. I want to point your attention to a similar place to the course scheduler, which is just the readings key assignments and the readings. So it's really important that you look here and you see which readings are due on which day. This has just more explanation of what we're going to be discussing and what the actual articles are. This section in the syllabus also has the guidelines for the major assignments. You're going to be doing a book review in this course. You are going to be posting that to the website for us all to look at. You get to choose one of the 7 books and purchase that, or get it from the library to do the book panel or the book review. Please note, you can get my approval if you prefer to read another book that's more meaningful. You need to check the book with me. It should be a theoretical text and one that explores cultural identity or language in the same vein as the books that are listed here, but you get to choose one of those 7 or propose one of your own. You're also going to be doing a community study over the course of this class, a community study interview. So this is kind of a modified version of the larger community study requirement in the in-person class that's a semester long. You're either going to interview a community member in your school community and follow the guidelines here, or if you don't have access because of the time of year to someone in your school community to interview, then you're actually going to do the alternative assignment, which you can read about here. You can let me know if you have any questions about those. So this is the syllabus. Just make sure that you are clear on where that is. You might want to bookmark it. That's where you're going to find the syllabus. One other really key place on the website that I just wanted to point you to was the resources tab, where you're actually going to find a link to all the course readings, and you're welcome for that. I used to make everybody download these articles off of the LMU library, which you actually can still do, but I found that it was really time consuming and became a difficult piece for people in the class. So now I have just given you access to my Google Drive, where all the summer readings for the course are available for you to download and read. You can either download them as a PDF and read off your computer, or if you'd like prefer to print in order to highlight or make markings, that's fine too. But make sure that you know where all the summer readings are and where that course resources tab is, so that you make sure that you have access to all the course readings. There's about 2 readings per session, which means about 4 readings per week. It's a lot, but that's because we're taking a semester class and bringing it down into 6 weeks. So that's really important as well. One other thing I just wanted to make sure that I'm pointing out to you on this page, under About the Course, you're also going to find the netiquette under number 6. I really want you to read through this and really understand the rules of netiquette with all our online classes that are offered at Loyola Marymount in the School of Education. We follow these rules, so please read through them and be aware of them. And then I also wanted to point you in our course schedule, where it's going to be linking to our Google community, and you can just, open the Google community in another tab and just have access to all of those. I wanted to highlight for you that each session has its own page, its own tab, and that's going to link from the website. But you also have some separate tabs that I do want you to look through. So for example, these are the 3 norms that I've provided, but I want people to read through these, ensure that those norms are ones that you can all follow, and then add any additional norms you'd like us to consider over the course of the summer. Even though we're online, this isn't a discussion-based class, so we just want to make sure that we're following all required norms and that we really feel comfortable discussing some of the sensitive topics that we get into when we talk about culture or language, which also includes issues of race, gender, sexuality, ethnicity, ability. So just make sure that you look at those norms and add any comments or add any additional norms that you'd like us to follow, and we can discuss on this page. There's a place for open forum. The only thing I have right now is where you can schedule me for office hours. I have some links to office hours. If you'd like to schedule office hours with me, you can just go to my You Can Book Me page and get a 15-minute slot in order to have a phone conversation or an online chat, so that I can help you with whatever you need. I also wanted to point out that we have the introduction page, which we're doing this week. This is my introduction, but the hope is that you're all required to post an introduction, and everybody's going to read or watch everybody's introduction and then respond to at least 2 of these. And then we get into the discussions. One last place I wanted to show you is culture and language in the news. There's nothing on this page yet, but I do want, over the course of the 6 weeks, if you're seeing things in the news that you think relate to what we're reading in class, or just in current events, or anything that you're seeing that you'd like to link, this is the place to do it so that we can have those conversations. I think that's it. Welcome to the class. I'm really excited to be having one of my favorite classes, which is EDUR 5012, Theories of Culture and Language in Urban Education, online. It's going to require a pretty big investment in the next 6 weeks, just in terms of managing your time, making sure that you're doing all of the readings, and then also just making sure that any questions you have, you're addressing them to me. One last note I just wanted to mention, I do my very best to do 24-hour turnaround with any questions that you might have. But I also have a full-time job, just like all of you. So if you're having a hard time getting a hold of me, please, utilize email. You can also give me a call. My phone number is on the syllabus, but just please be patient and give me that 24-hour turnaround because there are 25 people in the class, and I just want to make sure that I'm meeting everybody's needs. But again, it can be complicated with the amount of people and the amount of things that we're doing online. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Please feel free to sign up for office hours if you'd like them, and enjoy week 1 of the class. Thanks so much. Look forward to meeting with all of you.